ERTICO-ITS Europe, and I'm going to tell you a bit about ERTICO-ITS Europe and the ERTICO Academy, which is providing this training. But let me first thank Esma Dilek and her colleagues and her team for inviting us and giving us this opportunity to provide or offer this very important training on two subjects, this morning and then after lunch, on CCAM, as we call it, Connected and Cooperative Automated Mobility, and after lunch we're discussing Traffic Management and Mobility as a Service, or MAS, as we call it. So I would like to also present my colleague who is going to be giving the training with us. I am representing, as I said, ERTICO-ITS Europe, but my colleague Itır COŞKUN is here on behalf of SWARCO, which is an ERTICO partner, of course, as is ITS Turkey. But I would like to tell you that I'll give you some information about the ERTICO Academy, of course, but already now we would like to kind of warn you, like they do at school. At the end of the day, there's going to be a one-pager with 6 questions where you would have to answer in order to be given the certificate of this training tomorrow after the end of all the sessions at 5:30. So let me start by asking you to connect to slido.com through your mobiles. I don't know if you are, I hope you are familiar with this. You connect to slido.com and then you type 371801. Because this training is going to be interactive, we will be asking you a couple of questions to understand a bit how the situation is in Turkey and to have your opinion as well, because this is not only us speaking, it's also you giving us your experience and exchange of information. So I'll give you a couple of minutes for this. 371801. I hope you can connect. Everyone took the photos? Okay. So you can also do it with a camera, eh? So the first question is, what city are you from? Or which organization are you representing in this room? Or which university or which ministry? Ankara. Everyone is from Ankara. Fantastic. Okay, Istanbul, okay. I think the majority is from Ankara. We expected that. Okay, let me tell you about this, the ERTICO Academy and the peer-to-peer learning. First of all, ERTICO-ITS Europe. We are the ITS European organization. We, of course, have a vision of making mobility smart, sustainable, and safe. And what you see on the screen here are the 8 sectors that are represented within the ERTICO partnership. So we have 117 members, and they are suppliers and companies and ministries, cities, research centers, OEMs, as we call the automotive sector, traffic and transport industry, where Itır and SWARCO come from, mobile network operators, and users and public authorities, as I said, but users are very important. So we have the entire picture or ecosystem within our membership. And this is a fast view of the members. You see big companies there, but you also see that 1/3 of our partners are public authorities and ministries, which keeps a good balance when we have discussions and we work on projects. So what do we do as ERTICO? Apart from the ITS congresses that we organize in Europe and the worldwide, our very strong point is thought leadership. And how do we do this? By putting all the different sectors around the table, we work on innovation, because innovation cannot happen with one company only or one ministry only, or even 2. You need this cooperation, you need this holistic approach towards mobility. And of course, international cooperation is very important. So we work in Europe, but we also work very much in cooperation with ITS America, Asia Pacific, and so on. And we meet at the ITS World Congresses, but our projects always have this international dimension. We went through an exercise through the partnership a couple of years ago, and our vision for mobility is for 2030 is, and we expect it to be, is that mobility is going to be connected, automated, digital, which is digitalization is a hot topic for quite some years, multimodal, electric, cross-border, on-demand, user-centric, and of course, shared, which is a discussion that is taking place in Europe for the past 3 years at least. So you're going to see these elements coming up in the training today, in both the trainings this morning and after lunch. I wanted to share with you already some policy drivers as a general knowledge that we have identified in ERTICO, in the ERTICO partnership. So holistic mobility management. You don't manage only one mode, you manage the system. You see how one mode influences and has an impact on the others. Air quality and climate change, very important, and of course you see it already from the policies of the ministries, of the European Commission, and so on. Energy sources, goes without saying. Safety, security, and cybersecurity, because with digitalization this comes hand in hand, and demographic changes. And you also have technology changes, connectivity, going more and more in 6G and beyond, automation, digital infrastructure, big data, a lot of data, system interoperability, and electrification. These are the terms that you will hear more and more, I'm sure, within the next 2 days. So the ERTICO Academy, it's all about training and capacity building, and it is a need that we felt in the ERTICO partnership to be able to share the knowledge of the ERTICO team and of the ERTICO partners. And as I said, we have 8 sectors that can contribute from all sides in this training. So we have the programs that are already made, but we also have additional ones like digital freight, electromobility, and we have tailor-made ones as well. So we are happy to provide training to cities, to ministries, but also to companies. And what we do is, we use our members in ERTICO to come with us, and instead of us giving you a speech like I'm doing now, have Itır from SWARCO coming and saying, this is what we do in SWARCO, this is our experience, or having the city of Copenhagen sharing their opinion with how bicycle lanes are working in Copenhagen, how can this help in your city, and so on. This we have been doing, and we will continue to do, because we believe that the best way to learn is to learn from somebody that has done it, has implemented what we are talking about. That's one of the last slides of the introduction. It's how we as ERTICO, we have been contributing to the SAM's guidelines, Sustainable Urban Mobility Plans, that are the guidelines and the briefings of the European Commission for the cities. And we have been drafting, or instrumental in drafting, the SAM for ITS and the SAM for MAS, for Mobility as a Service. So that is where I'm passing to Itır after this introduction. She's going to talk to you about CCAM, and I'm going to be contributing as well in this presentation. So thank you very much, and enjoy the training.